Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Better Than Napoleon campaign in Europa Universalis IV. So, it's been a day or two since I played last. We've become the Emperor. We've finally finished this nasty, annoying war. And I was looking around thinking about what to do next. It looks to me like Brittany is going to be able to core this very quickly. They've already started their course on Maine and Anjou. And it is the right culture group, so they should have a reduction to the time that it takes. Being in the same culture group as your primary culture cuts the coring time in half. So we're looking at, instead of it costing the default, I believe it's 36 months, it should only take him 18 months, and he had 2 claims, so each one of those reduces it by 10% as well. So, long story short, I believe we can start annexing him right now, and his course will be finished before we finish the annexation. The only drawback is that we're trying to do a diplomatic idea group right now, so it kind of stinks. But yeah, I feel like that's probably the way to go. We gotta get rid of some of these relationships. Getting Elan would be amazing. I feel like the relationship with Bohemia is probably useless. Not to mention they're losing their war. Maybe we get lucky and Poland forces him to annul his treaties with me. In the meantime, as well, we've got unlawful territory here in Bavaria. So what we're going to do is retract our troops. We're going to take a little bit of time to recover some stuff, you know, manpower and things. People are changing all their rivals because they always do that when you load the game. The relationship to Castile, had they rivaled Burgundy? They have not. Are they ever going to help me? I think I called them into the previous war, so... The Palatinate will join a war against him. We could call him in 79. Well, he hasn't really rivaled the people that I want him to rival. Of course, if he gets the Iberian wedding, then he'll have to pick a new rival. And if we're not allies, he'll probably rival me. If we are allies, he'll either rival Burgundy or England. So, we're not going to take your royal marriage, but we are going to stay friends with Castile. Okay, so that's one relationship down. Brittany goes away through annexation. That takes us down to 7 out of 5. Drop Bohemia. Takes us down to 6 out of 5. I like the alliance of the Papal State. That's actually something else I'm going to do. We've generated 150 papal influence so far. We could try to become the Curia controller. That would be nice. But I think for now I'd rather just take this levy church tax. For 20 years we get 15% national tax modifier. So right now we make 16.32 ducats per month. Let's do some quick math. 16.32 times 0.15. That's $2, or 2 ducats and 45 cents, roughly. Times 20 years would be 240 months. So that's 600 ducats that we can get. Not bad. Seems like a pretty good deal for 50 papal influence. We'll take it. Alright, so let's let a little bit of time pass. I do think that, I'd prefer for him to have my treaties just get annulled. And we will start annexing you. This is going to be 5 years, so he'll definitely have those cored by then. By all means. So the next thing we need to do is, we definitely need to enable scutage on that vassal, so that he does not join our war, because we can't rely... Like, we don't actually want to call any allies in against Burgundy, because they'll siege down the war goal and cause the ticking war score to start. So we'll enable scutage anyway, just to draw some more income off of him. And soon, when we're ready, we need to actually attack and kill Burgundy. Sure, Bosnia, why not? Now remember, for some strange reason I had ended up in Italy. And we've got this long truce down here, so I guess that's fun. How are we doing on, like, rebels and stuff? How are we doing on autonomy? Calabria is at negative 10% unrest. Interesting. Well, the recent uprising's the primary reason. I don't really want to have to leave troops down here. And it's only 6 development, so we don't really care about that much, do we? No, Napoli, on the other hand. We could get quite a bit of extra income out of that. So, the other thing I was thinking is about this adding myself to the Empire thing. You know, if we drop the extra relationships with some of the electors, and we just add ourselves to the Empire, all we really lose is the kingdom level. So we can't change the national focus as often, and we'll lose a diplomat. Is it worth it to have one fewer diplomat in order to have, you know, 2 or 3 extra diplomatic power per month without having to worry about being re-elected? I think so. So I think we will. So if we add that, this one here, I've never understood why it says this. By adding our capital to the Empire, we will also get the following benefits. Diplomatic reputation +1. But I don't see that doing it anywhere. Like, look at our diplomatic reputation. It's at 4, okay? It says very clearly right there, it'll increase your diplomatic reputation by 1. It turns us into a duchy, yes. We were just at 4, still at 4. Why does it say that it's going to do that? So I guess we'll go through and add these provinces to the Empire. We'll go up to 50 Imperial Authority. Each province is only worth 1. What's the actual number at right now? The exact actual number is not going to tell me. Apparently it doesn't track it to the decimal like it does everything else. Alright, well. Now we have 50 and we can pass the first reform. If we do that, it doesn't really matter that much yet. But this next one will give us the diplomatic reputation that we need to keep the election, like, almost guaranteed. And also the extra diplomat we'll get back. So we'll go ahead and start passing reforms, why not? Look at the votes for the Empire now. Everyone wants to vote for me, although that's probably calculating based on me having 50 Imperial Authority. We will add all these other provinces to the Empire as well, because the higher your Imperial Authority, the more votes you get, just automatically. So I don't really see any reason to hold off on adding them. Okay, I believe that's everything. I think so. Now, we do want to pass these reforms, so it might make sense to kind of play the Imperial game for a little bit and try. So it's gained by having a large number of member states, and it's lost by the 0.08. We have provinces that are owned by people who don't deserve to own it. Most notably, Burgundy. So we definitely want to make Burgundy die. We could not attack you, even though, well, we should. Don't we get, doesn't that first one actually give us the, yeah, get our CB. So next month we'll have a CB against Poland if we want to do that, but I don't think we do. Got some more exhaustion to burn off. And we need to get manpower back and get the troops in the right position. Uh-oh. Regency in Aragon. That is bad because that means that, well, Alphonse is almost definitely a man. It looks like the Iberian wedding is not going to fire for a while. Tons of support now. Yeah, 4 people voting for us. No big deal. Okay, back to relationships. It appears that we have not yet lost our diplomat. I'm concerned. Let's make sure that we have one guy who's not doing something, just so that when we lose the diplomat, which should happen soon, it doesn't take the one that's integrating Brittany. I think it takes them in order. I'm not sure, actually. There it goes. Yep, that's a good thing we did that. Brandenburg, we don't really care about you anymore. Okay. Well, from here on out, we have 28 years, and we have 30 provinces. So it's not very many, but if we pick up the full inheritance of Burgundy, and he gains some extra lands, that's like 20 provinces. We could be at 50-something. Still seems pretty unlikely. But it's fine. I'll probably go for it anyway. Annexing Brittany at 8 per month. Some pretty good diplomatic reputation there. We don't even... Yep. Hey, aggressive expansion impact. Where was that the last couple of runs that I did? Well, since the main focus of the next war is going to be just fighting Burgundy and not actually coring anything, I think I could probably spend these admin points on something else. I mean, alternatively, we could, you know, fabricate on Bosnia or something and try to get into this area, or we could always, you know, if we use that imperial ban on Poland, can I core Danzig? No, it's too far away. Poland, you would call in Sweden, though. Oh god, that looks horrendous. I don't want to fight that. Can I core this? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Can't get up there. Well, if Sweden takes part of Denmark in their current war, I know for sure we could reach one of these. Right there, that one right there. I saw one. Holston. Poland, I demand that you return this province. Oh god, you've got a bunch of them. Do it. I'm going to continue doing this to him. It's the right thing to do. He's a jerk. Austria no longer considers France to be our rival. Good. Them no longer being a valid rival for me is maybe not so good. Well, it looks like we're gonna do that. I've learned of a new exploit in the current version of the game. Apparently, if you are at war with someone, you have a 15-year truce, you can reset that truce down to 5 years by guaranteeing them and then revoking the guarantee. So that's interesting. Because the guarantee automatically sets the truce to 5 years, even if the truce should be longer than that. Alright, I do think I'm going to spend just 5 points on this. There's always a chance we could become the papal controller, which would be pretty sweet. Still got this thing stuck in my throat, it's driving me nuts. So if we were to fight Burgundy right now, Burgundy has Milan as an ally, and that's it. And they've got their 3 subjects, plus they've got Nevers. So the thing is that we're on equal tech, Tech 6 versus Tech 6, but they've got a 6-2 general. He does have an heir right now, Charles and Charles. Very, you know, very creative with his naming. He has not made him into a leader, at least not that I can tell. The Burgundian inheritance could take forever. It could take a long, long time. We would not want to call in our allies. It'd be better if Milan didn't help. Look at that, we'd even get Sundgau. We would get part of what should be Austria. Still, his 6-2 general, shock is so much more important that our 4 shock guy is pretty significant. We just need to be just stack wipe him, like, right away. If we could stack wipe his primary army, then there'd really be, like, no risk in the war. We have 51,000 troops, 21,000 manpower. Burgundy's got 20,000 troops. Of course, you gotta factor in his little guys. But that's his whole army right there, that 20 stack. He's got it in farmlands. Did you just see that Milan went to war? They did. Attacker against Savoy. Oh, you know what? We have one more province to use against Poland. Make everyone and their brother hate them. Poland, what are you doing in Berlin? Get the hell out of Berlin. I guess I don't really care too much about him expanding, but then again, we do want to have imperial authority. So, one of the great things is Nevers never keeps their fort on. If we can stack wipe that thing, we could get a free fort. At the same time, I also kind of want to do this war early, like soon, before we lose our 4-4. I just don't feel like I'm ready. Gaining 641 troops per month, though. That is awesome. Ottomans are at 423. Lithuania is at 285. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take this so we're ahead of time. We get our production efficiency bonus. Munster would accept vassalization. Interesting. He'll actually say yes. Power of French alliance compared to Munster plus 100. French diplomatic reputation helps out. He's friendly. Now he's rather upset. Opinion, forced return territory. Wonder why it's like that. Might be because of the better UI mod. I've noticed that there's a couple things like the you can call allies to war thing, like it's kind of messed up. So now you are not willing to do it because I recently forced you to return territory. You think I should wait? Maybe he'll do it soon. Like, I wonder how long that modifier lasts. Let's just wait a little bit and see if we can possibly make him return province. I think Savoy's dead. Well, basically just gaining manpower right now. That's the only thing I'm doing. I'm gaining it very quickly. I think we should just do the war. Nice work. Give it back. Good job. I think the AI should not be declaring wars if they're willing to accept. You know, it's like, yes, good job. You've done well. Now give it back. It's a lot of cavalry in his army. If we were to fight that army, we'd probably want to match his front row with infantry. So 21 infantry, and then 7 cav, and just flank as best as we can. The thing is that the game doesn't really intelligently deploy cav, so if you don't manually control the combat width perfectly, it'll end up putting an infantry, the infantry will flank, and then you have 1 cav who can only target 1 unit instead of being able to target 2 units, which is the purpose of the cav. So we would want to manually make it so that there's 1 less infantry. This one we would probably want to do the same. You know, just throw 6,000 infantry plus 4,000 cavalry. And then just move on it, try to do that. What do you say we just do it? No. God damn it. See? That's what I get for waiting. Well, luck be a lady. Ah, damn, we're at 39.5 tradition. Well, oh well. It's not bad. Could be better. Obviously, we would use Bartholomew against Burgundy. All right, let's just go for it. It's October 1st, fort is still mothballed. Let's check to see if he's got any other mothballed forts. I doubt it. His capital has got no actual real fort, so that's nice. There's a mothballed fort in Antwerpen. And we would be at war with everything. I highly doubt that I can march there fast enough. Moved into Artois, we would then be able to move here. No. If I could somehow... Oh, we'll try it. But yeah, we're gonna go for it. So we're gonna make the war goal Picardy. We're not gonna call in our allies. We've done scutage on our vassal, so he won't bother us and siege things down that he's not supposed to. And we're gonna hope that Milan doesn't cause too many problems for us. This is gonna go fine, don't worry. There's another mothballed fort over there that I missed. Alright, so out of curiosity, if we ran straight for it, we could be there on the 23rd of October. If we ran straight for that one, we cannot. So, we're going to split this army in half. We're going to send this guy to that fort. We're going to send this army here. We're going to send you here. And we're going to hope that this battle happens very, very quickly. Let's make sure we've got, yep, 4 cav. We're going to manually control this, again, down to 6 infantry, just so the engagement's the exact right size. But before we do any of this, I'm going to take a short break here. So, as always, thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'll see you again soon.